Hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. I'm somewhere out in, I think it's Montgomery County. I'm not going to be specific. I love these whenever I find them. This is a no-touch visit. Okay, this was the front porch. And the steps were there. And it's quite a long front porch. It's got a tin roof. Tin roofs were very typical in North Carolina way back. It's 2 stories. Pardon my camera work. It was retrofitted with electrical service, and judging from that electrical service was put in maybe in the 1920s, 30s. That's not modern. Not even in the house I grew up in. Now there's stuff stacked in there. I'm being careful. So somebody has stacked stuff in here, but it gives you a feeling for the size of the room, okay? And the type of work to make like the windows. Those windows were probably retrofitted to the original ones. So there was also a porch here. People tried to prop it up. There's a central furnace. There's the chimney. Now I'm not going in. Now, let's look and see what else is here. There's a gully down there. So anytime it rains, there was huge drainage. We can see a dilapidated wooden structure there on the edge of the gully, and probably the reason why it's falling back is because in flash floods, that hillside that it was sitting overlooking got eroded away. I'm being careful. Now there's a lot of glass bottles there. This is piled stone. So they used what they had available to build a foundation on a hillside so that they could also have something be able to go under. And there was a door there, which means the front was closed with wooden slats. It would either be for storage or for an animal. There's a narrow window there with shutter. I'm being careful where I step. This had a tin roof. And a small porch, and we probably can't see the stairs that were here. That likely was keeping a dog or an animal. Pardon my camera work. This is a no-touch visit. Now, I got something that wants to... This stuff grew up and got into these. So what's the construction? Remember, I don't know anything. We're on a piled stone, which means this preceded that. This is what they lived in first, and then they built that. You have a board, and in order to seal it, you put a slat over it. That's the style of construction here. There was a crude window here, and there's probably one on the back. My guess is this was the first house that they lived in when they came to this property. And then as they did better, and maybe had teenage sons, they built this. Those might be rot holes that I'm seeing there. Or it might be somebody threw rocks against it once it was rotted. I would say that the folks who lived in this house were doing okay. This was a really nice house. This was a really nice house. There's some hay bales there. What does that suggest? That suggests that after this was abandoned for human use, kept animals in there. Now I'm going to do one more thing. Please be patient. I want to go back to the road. This has been a no-touch visit. Pardon my camera work. I know I keep saying that. I want to see it from this side. Yeah. This was the yard. This was the yard. This was the big shade tree. Very well to do. So the question is, was this a hotel? Remember, we were back there. We see what the kinds of windows are. They're smaller than we typically think of today. They in part were tailored to the size of the plate glass available. I'm thinking of when I was a kid. They didn't have big plate glass like today. This is almost so it was also a business or a hotel. Love it. This is beautiful. And again, there's the hay bales. I think this was the front yard. This tree's been here forever. And with that, this is Steve AB4EL, just adventuring in Montgomery County, North Carolina. It's beautiful. North Carolina is beautiful. Montgomery County is beautiful. saying see you in 73.